here. So I thought I would pop in for a video and just talk a little bit about how much scrapbooking stuff am I taking, can I take, should I take, I don't know, answer all of those questions. And I kind of answered this a little bit in my Crafty Girl on the Go like intro video, which I will link below, but I wanted to get a little bit more into it and like explain some things along the way for you guys and make a little bit more sense about it. So the first thing I wanted to say is, if you didn't know, I am moving to Kenya to work at Rift Valley Academy, and I am a scrapbooker. I have my main channel, toribissel.com. That's my website. I have my main channel, Tori Bissell, which I'll also link below. And on that channel, I share scrapbooking and crafting, scrap your scraps type videos, our vlogs, video diaries, travel type videos. So yeah, today I'm getting into what am I packing and taking with me to Kenya, where I am moving. So the first thing is that like I have a lot of scrapbooking stuff. Like every scrapbooker has a lot of scrapbooking, every crafter, like no matter what type of crafter you are, whether you do like crocheting and knitting, or you do scrapbooking or mixed media, or like those are the only types of arts and crafts I can think of at this minute, which is like ridiculous. So forgive me if you do anything else other than that, but there are a lot of other things. So no matter what hobby you have when it comes to crafting, you probably have a lot of stuff. Like you've got lots of stamps or scissors or tools or paper or whatever you need to do your craft, you have a lot of it. And I definitely do. I don't think I have as much as like the average person, although I don't know what the average person has, but like I don't have that much stuff because I've always been more of a minimalist when it comes to my scrapbooking, in terms of like I've only ever scrapbooked and had a craft room that was like also my bedroom, as in like a craft room with a bed in it. Well, actually a bedroom that I turned into a craft room but is still my bedroom. So I've never really had a lot of space for things, so you can't like fill a whole room full of stuff because you also have to have your clothes and your bedding and all of that kind of stuff. And also like I'm a big proponent of like just keeping what makes you happy and stuff like that. So I've never had a ton of stuff, but I know I still have a lot of stuff, like a lot of stuff, and I can't take it all with me to Kenya. Slash, I don't want to take it all with me to Kenya. So like, let's talk about those two things. First, I don't want to take it all with me to Kenya because it's a lot of stuff and some of it doesn't spark joy anymore, like if you know Marie Kondo, and some of it doesn't make me happy anymore, or it would just be weird to take something that I'm not going to use all the way to Kenya to also not use it in Kenya. Does that make sense? And the other part of it is like I don't want to take 900 boxes full of stuff, like not just scrapbooking and craft stuff, but I don't want to take 900 boxes of my stuff to Kenya. Like I just don't. When I first started this like journey of packing and moving, I was like, I want to take 4 suitcases max. And then I got like a packing list from RVA because they send, that's the school's name, they send like a packing list for new staff telling you like what you need to bring and what you shouldn't bring and stuff like that. And I started like gathering those things and like putting them into suitcases and stuff and realizing like, oh, this is a lot of stuff. Like I have already packed 3 giant Rubbermaid bins, and I haven't even packed like clothes or any scrapbooking stuff or any of the toiletry things that I need to bring. So like I'm definitely gonna have to bring more than 4, but I'm still like my goal, and like fingers crossed, I don't know if I can do this. You can leave a comment below whether or not you think I'll actually be able to accomplish this. Like my goal is 6 suitcases, crate things, and then like a carry-on and a purse. That's my goal. Is it possible? I don't know, but I'm gonna try. So anyways, I already have 3 filled, and then I'll probably have to fill like another 1.5 or whatever of clothes. And then I really, like my goal was just to bring 1 suitcase of scrapbooking supplies. And like if you think about it, I'm going on a plane, like I'm not shipping these things. So they have to go on a plane, and every piece of luggage you have to pay for. So like the more you bring, the more you have to pay for, and like, yeah. So I didn't want to pay for a bajillion things. So my goal is to bring one, and then that suitcase also has to be 50 pounds or less, because otherwise you have to pay for like overage fees. Like, you know how a plane works, so I'm not going to talk about that. So anyway, so I wanted to talk about this. I brought this with me. You might be wondering what it is. So this is an action packer. I'll hold it up. You won't really be able to see it in the camera, but it's basically a giant Rubbermaid bin. And it's called an action packer, and they're really sturdy, and they're great for moving things, especially like a lot of people will use them when moving to another country because they're really heavy duty. So you can see like on the end, there's just like a really heavy duty thing there, and you would put like one of those zip ties in there, and they're really big. Then the other nice thing about them is they're like light in terms of they don't take up a lot of that 50 pounds, but you can fit a lot of stuff in it. So I'll just show you here. Okay, so that's an action packer. So my goal is to use this for my scrapbooking supplies and to take just one action packer full of craft supplies, scrapbooking stuff with me. And that's not a lot. So how is this gonna work? I don't really know, but let's just move that out of the way. That is the goal, and I'm gonna be making more videos like talking about this, but I thought it would be kind of interesting to do like an intro video of this and talk about like what I want to take, what I'm not planning on taking, how much I think I can take in there, and then to like do it and then compare it, because like honestly, like our goals are always like more lofty than what we can actually accomplish, and I'm hoping that that's not really possible. Like I'm hoping that I'm not like way overestimating how much stuff I can bring, because that would be kind of sad, but we'll see what happens. So what I'm hoping to do is to take the things that I will get the most bang for my buck out of. So like stamps, which can be used multiple times, tools like scissors, obviously you need an adhesive, and focus more on things that can be used multiple times, like my silhouette and things like that. And then like avoid things that are like one-time use. Although there's not really any way that I could like completely avoid taking my favorite embellishments. Like that just wouldn't be practical, and I would be sad. Like I would be like in Kenya and be like, I need a sequin. that's a little melodramatic, but like, you know what I mean. Or like, how come there's no buttons? So ridiculous. Okay, like I could just like, I'm just like picturing myself sitting in Africa being like, I need a button, and then like going and cutting it off my clothes. Okay, so I want to try to focus more on things that I'll get more bang for my buck for, and then take some of the things that like make me like really happy, that spark joy, and then also the things that I need to like do the things that I love. So like I love mixed media, but like I know that that would take up a lot of space. So like what would it look like to just take my favorite mixed media, like distress oxide inks, and like not take regular distress inks, because I don't use those as much, I don't love them as much. So that is the plan. If you have been following me on Instagram, which I'll link below, you will have known that I did like a garage sale at my local scrapbook store a little while ago, and I actually got rid of a bunch of stuff. So that was like the first part of it, is I like did like a once over quick pass of all of my scrapbooking stuff and pulled all the stuff that I was like, I know I'm not gonna take. I think I have some video from that, so I'll try to post it if I remember. But I did that, and I got rid of a bunch of stuff, but then like there was a lot of stuff left over, so I got that back. So I still need to try to get rid of that. And then I'm gonna do like another once over of my supplies and just pick out like what are my favorite things, and then try to put them in the box, weigh the box, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it's not more than 50 pounds. I'm just being like, do I really need towels and clothes? Could I just take scrapbooking supplies? No. Be realistic, Tori. So, yeah, so that's kind of the plan. It's gonna be an interesting experiment, I think, to see how much stuff actually weighs 50 pounds, how much stuff you can actually bring and you can't bring. And I'm not really sure yet, but there's a big part of me that would love to bring some of my organization type things, like the way that I organize my project life cards, for example. Like, I love those containers, and so like I would be really sad if I couldn't like store those. And like, I don't want to like get to Kenya and then just have like 500 project life cards and have no way to put them anywhere. Does that make sense? So, but then I also know that I can get some things there, so it's kind of a balancing act. And to be honest, I have no clue what I'm doing. So if you have any tips or tricks or ideas or whatever, I would love to hear them. You can leave a comment below. One thing I do want to say is, like, I know that some people would be like, you shouldn't be taking scrapbooking stuff at all. You should just take the things that are necessities to you, and you don't need to take that. Or like, people will, like, I'm gonna say this in the most loving way possible, but like, when you are on social media and you share like, I am planning on taking this, like, people come for you. They're like, it's stupid to take a silhouette with you when you could take like clothes. Or maybe that's not what they're saying, but like, you know what I mean? And like, I want to talk a little bit why it's important for me to take crafting and scrapbooking stuff with me to Kenya. Like, that's really important to me. So I think probably what I'll do is I'll make like another video where I talk about that. But the gist of it is like, I am a creative person. I am crafty. I love scrapbooking. I love creating. And like, that is who I am to my heart and to my core. And like, you can't take that out of who I am. And so like, I'm moving to Kenya and I'm gonna be living there, but like, I still want to be me, and that's still really important to me. So I am taking stuff. Not only that, it's a huge stress reliever for me, and like, anybody who's moved to a new country or done something like that knows that like, it is a very stressful experience being in a new place, having to make all new friends, trying new foods. Like, there's definitely culture shock is a thing. It's like real. And so like, having things with you that remind you of home, that remind you who you are, and things that you love, that you find relaxing, are important things. So taking creative, scrapbooking, crafty things with me is like a necessity. I kind of see it. Like, I kind of see it as something that I need for me to be who I am. It's like self-care, mental health care. It's all of those things wrapped up in one. And if I want to be the best, like, child safety coordinator or missionary or whatever, if I want to be the best person that I can be in Kenya, I need to be me, and like, being creative is part of who I am. So okay, I'm gonna get off my soapbox. That was a lot, but, and maybe if you have questions about that, I'd be happy to do like a whole other like video just talking about that or whatever. But the point is that I'm gonna try to pack my stuff. I'm gonna try to fit it all in here. I'm gonna try to take the things that I really, really love or that I use the most. I'm also going to hopefully take the things that have multiple uses, and maybe, fingers crossed, some of my like absolute favorite organization tools. So yeah, I'll bring you guys along for the journey so you guys know, because I'm sure you're interested in what some of those things are, and we'll just have to see. It'll be a journey together, you and me. So come along for the journey, and if you enjoyed this video or you're looking forward to seeing others, make sure you subscribe, like, comment. I would really appreciate it, and I hope you have a lovely day. Bye!